You can use this topic as a sales leader for 3 reasons. You can train the sales force to be even better by using this e-learning in your training in a blended learning context. This means that the e-learning can be preparation ahead of reflections in the team and ahead of training in action. You can get inspiration on how you can support the sales force even better as a sales leader, and you can get inspiration to be even better as a salesman yourself. Lots have been written about sales skills over the years. How to persuade, how to negotiate, and how to uncover needs. High-impact sales have changed. People's expectations have changed along with changes in society. Even with simple products, customers now tend to want to co-create and be a part of the solution. What's in it for me has always been an issue in sales, and now even more when every customer wants their own touch on the products they buy. Think of a simple product like milk. Once these products came in one edition. Milk was milk. Now it's a lifestyle that helps define a person. Do I want the milk to be low fat or not? Ecological, without any sugar, or with fruit taste? Do I want it in the fastest way from the cow to my fridge, or is long-lasting milk better? Do I prefer rice milk instead? Is it important for me which country the milk comes from and if the cows are treated well? All of these questions are important to answer to pick the milk that resonates with the person you want to be and or the person you want others to see. Some questions are more important for some customers than for others. It is the salesman's task to find out what is more important for the customer, no matter if the customer is the end customer, the retailer, the wholesaler, or where in the customer value chain the customer is. If the salesman represents a factory, this salesman needs to understand the whole customer value chain. What is the end customer willing to buy? What is the retailer willing to buy? And what is the wholesaler willing to buy? Not only today, but also in the future. Either the factory investigates in this themselves by analyzing the needs and dreams in each part of the value chain, or they ask the wholesaler and hope that the wholesaler has the answers for the rest of the value chain. The further away you are from the end customer as a salesman, the more you have to trust others to be close. No matter who you sell to, there is a common model that can be used in all sales in a professional friendship. Coaching is a tool to use and the growth structure is a guiding star. You can learn more about the growth structure by entering the leadership path, Lead and Manage Development. First impression. When people meet for the first time, they judge each other immediately. Researchers say between 5 to 30 seconds. That is not much and can seem very unfair. What if you didn't look up when the customer entered? What if you blew your nose and the customer sees you with a napkin in your hand? What if you just had an irritating phone call and you didn't smile instantly when the customer entered the shop? What if one of your buttons wasn't buttoned, and that normally never happens? What if? You cannot change the law of nature. This is how humans are. What you can do is to prepare, train, get feedback, reflect, and improve your impact. What is not fair either is that this first impression lasts, and it could be for a lifetime. If the first impression is good, you have paved the way for future great customer experiences. A good question is, what do people judge each other on in these few seconds? And the answer is appearance. Most importantly is your personal appearance, but also the appearance of your surroundings. Why do we do that then? We want to know if the other one is someone we want to spend any time with at all. Do I trust this person? Do I like this person? Do I think that we share values, intention, and behavior? Another good question is, I know that people have different profiles, and when I don't know the other person, how can I then adjust my behavior to fit this person? There are some general things you can do in your appearance to match most people. Let's look at the 4 characters: hunter, scientist, nurse, and conqueror. You can learn more about these characters when entering the leadership path, Lead and Manage People. You know that the hunter is quick on foot, the scientist wants to know if you know anything, the nurse is sensing whether you are a kind person or not, and the conqueror wants to feel if you look at the positive side of life. This is the very short version of the characteristics of these 4 profiles and useful in this context. Here are some general advices when reaching out for all 4 profiles. immediate focus and immediate approach, calm and firm movements, firm handshake, eye contact, smile, warmth and friendliness in the voice, a straight back, feet, torso and head focused mirroring the customer, introduction in a short personal sentence, a voice with an average pitch, not too high and not too low. All of this helps the customer decide whether to move on or hesitate. Customer thoughts can be: Hunter, quick on foot and not easy to scare. This person can help me reach some fast decisions for me to move on. Scientist, it seems like this person has something to offer, no matter what my needs are. Nurse, this person likes me and will take good care of me. I don't have to be afraid of asking any questions. Conqueror, this person is interested in me and my ideas and will help me make them more concrete. 80 to 90% of the first impression is built upon your voice and your body language, and the rest is about what you say. If your interaction with the customer is over the telephone, 80–90% of the customer's first impression is based on speed of your voice, tonality, and your pitch. Train your personal first impression to be with impact every time. If your first impression is not great, it is uphill from there. If it is great, it will make the rest of the sales effort much easier. If you haven't given the customer a good first impression, you have to be better prepared for the next time, if that occurs. If you are lucky, you have had your immediate manager or someone else listening in to your meeting, and this person can give you feedback on your performance. Feedback can help you reflect, learn, and change your behavior to get even more impact in your customer relationships. To support your personal first impression, you can be aware of how you look and the appearance of your surroundings. If it takes 7 to 30 seconds to judge you, it takes much less to judge your surroundings. Dress to fit the customers. Your clothes, hairstyle, and more should not be a reason for you to have more difficulties when selling, and neither should your surroundings. Imagine that you were a customer in each of these places. How would you like the surroundings to be, and how would you like the persons to look? Dentist, airplane, kindergarten, shoe store, architect's office, lawyer's office. Imagine now how your customers would like you to look like and which surroundings they expect to be in. Imagine that you were one of the different characters, hunter, scientist, nurse, and conqueror, and answer the questions. What clothes should you wear? Is it okay with a tongue piercing? How should you smell? How should your office or the place you work look like? How much paper should you have on your desk or dirt on the floor? Which order should you have? How tidy does your workplace have to be? What decoration is expected? How does the place have to smell? What car are you supposed to have? What equipment and tools are the customers expecting to see? What is the best first thing to say to get the highest impact? Make it personal and appreciative. Make it informative. Make it short and direct. Take responsibility. Create a forward movement. The forward movement is created when the introduction is ending up in a question. Here are a few examples of how it could be, and remember that this is a trial and error process. Try out what you believe is the best entrance, see the reactions, get feedback, and adjust. Dentist, welcome to my clinic. I'll do my best to keep your teeth strong and healthy. Are you ready to come with me? Kindergarten teacher, welcome to my second home. I would love to invite your son in and take care of him while you work. Would you like to see where he could play with us? Architect, I'm honored and happy that you're here. I'll do my best to create a home together with you that is exactly what you dream of. Take a seat and let me ask you the first questions about what is most important for you. Storytelling is embedded in the entrance, and you have only a few seconds to let the customer know what you stand for. The customer needs to get an idea of your intention and behavior. Once the customer decides to move on, you can show and tell more about your intention and behavior. Later on in the sales, you will get to know more about the customer and easier adjust to meet the customer's personal expectations. If the first impression of you is good, and you can move on in a positive atmosphere and build mutual trust. This will bring you closer to a sale. At this stage, the customer expects to be heard, and the best way is to ask what the immediate need or dream is. Sometimes this is the true need or dream, and sometimes it turns out to be something else. If it is something else, it will most probably be revealed in the investigation phase. The immediate need or dream can be revealed by questions like, what is most important for you today? How can I be the best dentist for you? What is most important for you to find out? How can I be the best person for your son while you are away? What is most important for you when creating a new home? What are your most crazy dreams? Once you know the immediate needs and dreams, you can move on and investigate further what that really means. The best tool to do so is coaching the customer. This means asking questions about the customer's situation, listening to the answers and reflecting upon what you hear, and from that, ask new questions. To get to know the coaching tool a bit better, you can enter the leadership path, Lead and Manage Development. Here are a few examples of what the questions could be. When you say that painless treatment is important to you, what does that mean?
It means that if you have to do something that will most probably hurt, I need an injection. If it's only cleaning the teeth, I don't need anything.
Okay, and when I examine your teeth, I can look for holes, gums problems, cosmetic suggestions, and prevention. What is more important to you?
Well, I believe that I'm too old for cosmetic changes. But if something can be done to keep my teeth healthy for a long time, I certainly want to know about it. Looking for holes and gum problems is basic for me.
When you say that you want your son to be happy, what normally makes him happy?
Playing with other kids.
What does he normally like to play?
Outside with the ball.
What if we try to inspire him to play inside with tools that will help him to be even better prepared for school? What would you say about that?
That sounds interesting.
When you say that an open kitchen connected to the garden is your most crazy dream, what picture do you have right now?
I see a kitchen that can be used from both sides, inside and outside. It's a crazy idea and probably not possible.
Given that it's possible, what would that mean for you?
It would mean more life quality for me. When I'm in the house, I would rather be outside, and when I'm outside, I'd rather be inside. I guess it would make me relax more when I'm home.
These questions are only the starting point for the investigation of what is more important for the customer. In the investigation, it easily happens that the customer's immediate demands and dreams are not the most important ones. Imagine that the customer has expressed an immediate need for a standard house with standard prices, and this out and indoor kitchen suddenly pops up. It is a dream that the customer hadn't thought through and did not expect to mention in the first place because it seems impossible and ridiculous to even talk about. Once the architect has asked for a crazy dream and wants to hear more about it, the dream comes up again and starts to be even more important. Let's continue with the architect. The architect is investigating further by asking a lot of questions about the customer's needs and dreams and what is more important than something else. The customer has these needs: a standard house of 145 square meters, 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, a kitchen, a hall, and a large living room connected to the kitchen. They have chosen a black tile roof, yellow bricks, wooden doors inside and out, and wooden windows. They have discussed different alternatives for the rest of the material. They have also discussed different interior design. The out and indoor kitchen has been discussed as well, and they have agreed upon meeting again to see some drawings and prices. Now it's time to let the customer know what you have heard and what kind of picture you have. The customer needs a structured overview, and you are the expert on solutions, so you can draw the overview. The customer is the expert on own needs and dreams, and once the customer sees the structured overview of possible solutions, the customer can co-create with you. The example with the architect can be something like this.
I'm surprised about your solution for the out-indoor kitchen in this drawing. I can also cope with the price for it, but needs to find savings somewhere else. I can see from the other drawing here that the master bedroom is a bit bigger here and the hall smaller. I prefer that actually. The roof has a better price on it, and I can see that this can maybe cover for the kitchen being more expensive. I would like to see how much it costs if we build a garage too. Do you think we can take a bit space from the living room to build one bathroom bigger, and how much would that cost?
The architect has made a new drawing reflecting the opportunities that the customer wants to have. The co-creation is finalized and it is finally time for a decision. Either a yes or a no. It could be like this. Here's the final drawing reflecting your needs and dreams and the calculations fitting the budget you have. I have added a garage and a price so you can decide upon a go or a no-go for that item. What do you say?
I like it a lot. I especially like how you made the bathroom in connection to both the bedroom and the living room. Can the garage be built at a later stage?
Yes, of course it can.
Then I want to wait with that for now.
So when do you want to get started?
I have an okay from the bank already, so I just need to sign the papers. They want to see the prospect as well, so I guess we can get started next month.
If you haven't already seen the examples of a sales conversation in See It in Action in the topic What is Sales, you should do that now.